Alright, I haven't actually got into another fight, but I did get a promotion. It's been, what, 2 or 3 weeks in game, and they basically want me to pick what my next promotion is going to be, which is only one option, Skeleton Warrior, so I'm going to go ahead and pick that. I guess I can talk a little bit more. Hopefully we'll get into a fight, but I'll give you guys a little bit more information, and then if we still haven't gotten into a fight, then I will go ahead and pause it until I actually do get into a fight. Let's see, what haven't I told you yet? Well, there are a couple options when you get bored of riding with one of these kings. Basically, you can request an audience with your commander. When you do that, sometimes they'll give you a little bit of recognition so that you and your lord can get, on the same page with everything. But if you want, you can retire from service. If you retire from service, basically you get all the gold and all the experience that you've gained with them, but when you leave, they are going to take back their equipment from you. So you'll start with whatever equipment you originally started the game with. Unless, of course, during the time that you're running around with this king, you actually buy some extra equipment. Otherwise, you can go ahead and let's see here. It's not on this. I guess you could be reassigned to another division, which basically means you can go back to the tree and pick your skeleton archer instead of the spearman, which is what I had already done. Let's see here. I'm going to go ahead and show you what else. Get out of here. If you click over here, you can desert the army. Now, if you desert the army, you are going to keep your equipment, but you'll lose some relations. It can be pretty bad if you're already at 0 and you leave with your armor, then most likely you're not going to be able to re-enlist with any of the Tomb Kings. You could go to a different faction and enlist with them if you want. That's not something I would probably do, because like I said, you could always buy equipment on the side or use some looted equipment that you find after battles. So I'm going to go ahead, let's take a look at this again. See, I'm already at 0 relation with him right now. Experience till next promotion, 317. So you will see. Let's go ahead and return to duty. In about another 7 days, it'll pop up again, and you'll see that you're getting paid more every week. Which, after a while, if you spend, like a good 6 hours riding with one of these dudes, you'll notice that you have quite a bit of money. So when you do finally go out, strike out on your own, not only will you have more relations with him, you will have a lot more money to start your army with. When you do that, what I suggest is going to one of these main city castles, going to the tavern, and picking up some elite troops. Yeah, they are going to cost you a lot of money, but they're almost necessary. You could buy just a bunch of peons, go to town and buy just a bunch of peons. But a lot of them are going to die unless you vastly outnumber the enemy. Plus, if you have some elites, you'll lose some peons. I would get the elites and get some peons, and that way the elites will go ahead and kill the tougher NPCs that you're fighting, but your peons will get experience even though they didn't really do that much, and that way you can really start to build up your army. Once you get a good 20 or 30 really good troops behind you, then it becomes much easier. But you'll find that you'll be getting much more and more money, so essentially you'll still go to castles and buy some elite troops, just thrown into the mix. It's a good mixture to have a couple of elites and grab a bunch of peons, and then just replenish your forces as needed that way. You won't really have to go get super big ones like the ogres or minotaurs, or there's some really big units that are really hard to kill. Those are elite units, and I will show you an example of that a little bit later. But since we still haven't gotten to a fight, I'm going to go ahead and pause the video at this time, and I will come back when we find one. Oh, real quick. Here it is. See, I get 140 gold now every time. I've went ahead and advanced a level, so I'm going to go ahead and let's see here. I'm going to take another intelligence so I can get an extra skill point. I'm going to go with Weapon Master twice, because that'll allow me to build through fights these a lot better. These skills, these weapon skills, which I'll put some more in one-handed, and since I am using a pole arm, we'll go ahead and do the rest in there. So now I'm going to go ahead and pause it real quick for you guys, and then I'll come back when I get into a fight. No use you seeing all this boring crap.